Hello, Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. This is the last day of the cycle. If you're watching this on the 30th of if you're watching this on the 30th of November, it's the last day of the cycle. This video is going to push us into December. So one, you want to get your rest so your body can sync with the rhythms of the moon so you can process this cycle, right? So Pisces, let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Put together your gratitude list and get your burning bowl out so you can toss into that burning bowl anything that confused you, upset you, caused you to just burn out, anything. Anything that may have caused you to call somebody the N-word, which is narcissist. Anything, that's, like I said, cause confusion, right? So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it, Pisces. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Anything that was the opposite of you feeling powerful, confident, strong-willed, motivated, like a leader, or any kind of mental clarity, it needs to go into a burning bowl. Anything attached to that. Let's get into it, Pisces. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, I'm going to give you some questions for the moon in Sagittarius. There it is. There's your ruling planet. One of your ruling planets, Jupiter. Somebody's going to feel very lucky. Talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart, not just your sun sign, including if Pisces is your MC or IC, I am talking to you. You're going to feel very, very fortunate that you are just taking some time and letting those downloads come through. Pay attention when you're near water, drinking water, taking a bath, all of those things. Close out this cycle, finish out this cycle. You may be taking even a deep sea salt bath, just kind of wash off all of the confusion from this cycle and just moving into this new phase so you can get ready for this. More harmonious, divine connections with people where your inner child feels safe around people. You're no longer falling for the bait and switch. Here's the Five of Wands here. Yeah, you're no longer falling for confusion. Nope. You're closing out cycles. You made enough sacrifices. There's the Hangman. So you were definitely born to inspire. So I do see you dreaming much bigger this cycle. So this is going to be a cycle where dream bigger. So make room for big dreams. That's it. That's all you making room for is bigger dreams. All right. So yeah, time to thrive. Time to thrive. Ten of Swords here. This is good. Real good. You're starting out coming out the gate swinging. Right here we have the Ten of Pentacles. You know your worth. You know your value. Whether you're invited, not invited, you're good. You're in a great headspace. I love this for you all. So you're coming out tens. Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. So there still could be something where you could still be kind of a little indecisive when it comes to what you're inspired and motivated by. But we're going to clear that up right now. So we got the 6-card spread starting out. So something where you still could be a little divided having to do with, fire. It could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius could have caused something that created some kind of division between you and an emotional tie, right? Somebody moon sign could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And I say that because of the war. We start out with water, and the moon has an affinity with water. So your sun or moon sign could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that could have caused some kind of division between you and somebody. And so Source is saying to you, that's where prayer comes in, right? You don't have to get overwhelmed, but that's where prayer comes in. Because misery loves company, and so it's unfortunate, right, that something was sacrificed. But Source is saying you've made too many sacrifices not to go into prayer, so you want to put together what you're fortunate. You want to replace any kind of worrying with gratitude. You're grateful for what? Put that list together, right? That's the overarching theme of this reading. Yeah. What are you grateful for, right? Yeah, some kind of homecoming is happening. That's right. Some kind of homecoming is happening because as much as some energies try to create some kind of division and strife in your life, it did not work. Okay? So put that list together. It did not work. It didn't work. See, your compassion is unmatched. Your compassion is unmatched. So whoever tried to create some kind of division between, could look like you and your kids, it didn't work. It didn't work, Pisces. So somebody coming home. Somebody's coming home. So again, take only what resonates with you. Again, somebody's coming home, so it didn't work. So hang in there with yourselves. Hang in there with yourselves. No negative talk. No negative gossiping about people. Get all of that out of throw it in a burning bowl. Toss it into a burning bowl. And we do have burning bowls because your soul was in the right place. You can pick up everything they were feeling. So I think we do have a bonus video on the other side. The bonus video for some of you all may be a little dark, but sometimes you need to know what you're dealing with. You need to know those forces that you're dealing with and come out your head is in the clouds. I didn't know who did. Because remember, you all are the I believe sign. So that's a very powerful psychic gift. Very, very powerful psychic gift. When you start believing something, you don't even know if you're delusional. You don't know if you just, okay, this is a nightmare. What in the world? Because you don't know whether the belief is like, okay, I'm believing and dreaming bigger, but then I have some kind of other kind of nightmare. I don't want to believe that, right? So you're going to have a bonus video on the other side and the membership side. You don't have to get a membership. I'm just going to put it over there, just not to clash with over here like a traffic jam. But I'm telling you, somebody has some kind of homecoming happening here. So you don't need to fall for any more bait and switches in terms of being confused in your brains when it comes to your prayer life at all. Just hang in there with yourself. Source is giving you some time to go with your belief system about something. Start believing in source in your prayer. Believe in the fact that your soul is connected to you're connected with your kid's soul. Like you made your compassion. Somebody had to go out there and interact with some people who were not compassionate towards them and what they'd gone through in order to see just how compassionate you really are. Right? They were blindsided by some stuff. Here we have the two. They were indecisive about some stuff, weren't really sure. And now all they see you thriving and then seeing you in good spirits and seeing you in good moods and good spirit. They don't need to come back to confusion. They don't need to come back to a bunch of confusion. Oh, you believe somebody else. They don't need to come back to that. They've already been stabbed in the back, talked about, laughed at, all of that. They don't need to hear it. And if you don't have kids, it could be your best friend. It could be your siblings, whoever it is. But there was an emotional connection there. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles here. Something caused somebody to drink. Something caused some people to drink. So Source is saying, yeah, they got a couple of drinks in them, and these are family members doing this. I mean, craziness. So Source is saying to you, same family members you may have cut off, trying to cause people to drink, driving people to drink. So Source is saying to you, but some kind of homecoming is happening here. And yeah, so put on your shield, right? Your breastplate, put on your shield, right? So some seeds were definitely planted. So somebody gonna be coming back telling you some stuff. Source is saying, but you'll be strong enough to take it. You will not be shocked. You won't be surprised. It's stuff that you hear. So just put on your breastplate, your shield, of truth, right? And just sit back and just, listen like, okay, you know what? Let it bounce right off of you. Just let it bounce off of you, because some seeds were planted about you, some lies were planted about you, but Source is saying some kind of homecoming. That's what you prayed for, and that's all that matters. So now you need to start. Let's pull up the weeds. Let's get some clarity here, and let's start some new seeds for growth. Okay, that's what I'm saying for you all, because that is your soulmate energy. Now it's a new beginning. So here we have the Five of Wands here. You're going to teach them how to not fall for the bait and switch as it relates to family members are concerned. And teach them how to stop talking to people and stop invoking nightmares. That's what you want to teach them, right? So here's this is Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands is, you want to find out what your moon sign is, Pisces, and you want to also know what your Jupiter, your sign in Jupiter is. This is key and it's important. Be determined to know this. Your moon sign and what your Jupiter is. You don't need your time of birth to pull your birth chart. Link for birth chart is in the description below. Pull your birth chart. You're closing out a cycle. Finish strong. Close out the cycle. Finish strong. Toss some things into a burning bowl, right? Find out what your Jupiter is, because Jupiter is currently retrograde. You want to be able to count your blessings. Find out what your Jupiter is. Find out what your moon sign is. You don't need your time of birth. And when you find out what your moon sign is, go to Google and just type in how to nurture your moon sign for your gender, and some things are going to populate. And then go find out what your Jupiter is, and then just, like I said, count your blessing, because now it's time to start planning for your future. You and somebody's future. Like I said, you and somebody have, like I said, it's going to feel like a homecoming for you all, but you're teaching somebody now. You're not just sitting back listening to a bunch of lies about you. You are going to start teaching. You're not sitting back overwhelmed. I can't believe they said it. Yes, you can believe it, because they've been lying on you. So Source is saying you're not shocked. That's why you can put on a breastplate or something. You're not even shocked. They sacrificed you, and they'll sacrifice anybody. So source is saying, you've been there, done that. This is the world card. Time to start a new tradition. You're not shocked. Come out of shock mode. World card. Somebody just had to learn the hard way. That's it. Here's the King of Swords. Just like you had to learn the hard way. Some people keep hearing all this family over everything, and they believe that. They buy into that until they have to find out the hard way. So source is saying, but you're wise enough to sit on your throne and just listen. You're just going to sit back and listen. And say, okay, all right. So now here's the truth. Here's the truth. Let's plant some new seeds, start a whole new tradition, and let's go. Right? So yeah, count your blessings. Count your blessings. Here we have the Knight of Swords. So somebody may feel like they want to fight somebody, but listen, you're fighting for your legacy, and that's it. Knight of Swords. So you stay. This right here. Stays focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Because you're dealing with hurt people who like to hurt other people. Here we have the Eight of Wands. And so somebody may be taking a flight to you, or and so you may be trying to fight to stay focused after the stuff that you hear. But source is saying, source is actually going to fast track your blessings. Actually fast tracking your blessings. But you got to remember, you being the I believe sign, it is a choice for everybody to believe what they hear. Right? And this is what's going to keep you high vibrational. Just like you chose to believe in yourself and move on, other people choose to believe what they hear. If they choose to believe lies, everybody is created, they're created in source's image, but they're not like you. Some people choose to believe certain things. So source said, don't ruin your legacy. Don't ruin your legacy because somebody, liquored somebody up. And start telling a whole bunch of lies. Right? And blindsided by a bunch of lies. So, and then was indecisive, didn't know what to think. Right? So here we have the, and so you may be asking the motive, like why? Why would somebody do that to a loved one? Right? But source is saying to you, that's the same mess you came up out of. Count your blessings. That's something, your prayers were answered. Your prayers were answered. Right? Your prayers were answered. You sat on your throne and you prayed that somebody came out of survival mode. That somebody came out of survival mode. Right? So you're not going to be a fool. You're not going to be a fool and say, okay, you're not going to be a fool and go back into a circus yourself. You're saying you left the circus. Life is coming up roses for you. And you're teaching other people how, like, the power of prayer. And just that, okay, you were able to break through barriers of confusion to get through to them. So somebody prayed that somebody will get clarity in their sleep, through their dreams, that the heat would be turned up enough for them to say, okay, put some fire up under you and get one foot in front of the other. Get some clarity about these people that you call family members, that you call friends, that you call these people got you in survival mode. Like, wake up. So that's what you did. That's what you did. That's what you did. So you said, hang in there. So source says, hang in there with yourself. You're dreaming bigger now. Okay, so yeah, now you know the power of your gifts. Now you know the power of your gifts of just being a believer in source, like being a believer in source. You don't have to be indecisive. So now somebody is rebuilding. Now you're rebuilding with someone. You're having warm discussions, warm fires, and now they're more motivational. They're having clarity. There's the truth of things. There's no lies being exchanged between you and somebody. Nothing. Y'all not entertaining lies. The conversation between you and somebody now is if they want to know the truth about anything they've heard about you, Pisces, they're going to come directly to you, not going to people who creating all kinds of, they need to come to you directly. It's a totally different conversation you all are having. No more getting overwhelmed. oh, these people making me so mad. I can't believe they would lie. None of that. None of that. Toss it all into a burning bowl. Somebody had to go on a quest themselves and find out some stuff themselves. They had to find it out on their own. Three of Knives here. See how this dog is urinating on somebody's grave? So it's saying you're moving on from the disappointment. You're moving on. You're not even talking about it anymore. Somebody had to find out on their own, but you will be getting, both of y'all, you and somebody will be letting something rest in peace. Like for real, as far as they're concerned, these people are dead to you. They don't even, they're, and everything on planet Earth is connected, but as far as you're concerned, these people don't even exist anymore. They don't exist. They have just been a complete nightmare to everybody. They don't exist anymore. Yeah. So here we have four of sticks. So like I said, it's a homecoming. It's a homecoming happening. It's a homecoming happening, and we have five. Like I said, something has caused like a David and Goliath for you, and also for somebody else. But so, like I said, homecoming happening, and so and so somebody has just been talked to in just a horrible way. A lot of horrible things have been said to somebody, but sources saying you're now learning. You're going to teach them. And when people say something negative to you about you or anybody else, the Eight of Swords, somebody, about calling them anything, really saying something like negative to them, as if they don't know who they are, or you think you somebody else, or y'all don't know who y'all are, and blah, blah, blah. They're going to number 9 the situation, meaning end the conversation, calmly get up and walk out the room, or just exit stage left out of their life. They're not going to argue. They're not going to want to fight. They're not going to feed into the shadiness. None of that. They just going to get up and walk out. They're not even going to get mad. Just get up and walk out. Not entertaining that mess. Right? Yeah. So be grateful that you have a, you be grateful that you have pictures, meaning that you have memories of like healthy memories that y'all can go back to. Like somebody, like I said, it's a homecoming happening with you and somebody. So y'all will be sitting down, like talking about like fond memories of the past. So you and somebody be talking about, remember these memories? Remember we used to do this? Remember we used to do that? Just hold on to those memories. That's going to help you all to rekindle something, the flame, and just start having some happy memories about some things. And so when people want to call people a liar, when they want to say negative stuff about you or burn your reputation or whatever, you can help them to say, this is how you strengthen the bond. This is how the proper use of fire to strengthen a bond. When people are talking negatively about them, they can just get up and walk out and just laugh and say, you have no idea. You have no idea. So you have a guardian angel that, has given you some pictures so you can make a decision right now. You can make a decision that you all are, that you're teaching them how, like, you all are partners. Nobody should be talking down to anybody. Nobody should be treating somebody less than in their lives. They should never be talked down to, called a liar, in their romantic relationships, friendships, family, none of those things. From the other parent, none of that. So a new beginning is starting. This is Ace of Pentacles here, a new beginning. So both of you and somebody are going to be keeping people out of your business from now on. So it could be you and your kids. Y'all are now keeping the rest of the family out of your business. There's no more inviting that mess into your house. So good for you. Good for you. Yeah. So, yeah. So now y'all get a chance to really just kind of sort of be in receiving mode and just analyzing just everything. Just like really taking the time to do your own research, analyzing everything, just kind of sort of how you all communicate with each other, like how you all talk to each other over the phone, how you all, like if somebody's in danger or they need help, you're reading between the lines. It's no confusion. Somebody can't just come tell you something and you're going to believe it. Somebody can't tell them something and they just believe it, Pisces. Hopefully all of this makes sense to somebody. So, yeah. Yeah, here's the Dr. Buzzer. So neither one of you all will be doing an injustice to yourselves anymore. Right? So justice is in your favor. So y'all are learning how to communicate y'all are learning how to read between the lines, in other words. This is going to help somebody. This is going to help somebody tremendously. So put together that gratitude list, because some Somebody has been given another chance. Somebody has been given another chance to pull it together, to really, really get, you got another chance at, you know, like a rebirth at a relationship, you know, here with someone who is a soulmate. And it could be your kids as a soulmate. Their soul is connected to yours, so you felt everything they were going through, whatever, while they were going through something. So don't believe everything you hear. I mean, especially when family was the one that started a bunch of mess, and they didn't do nothing. They didn't do anything to help them or at all. You made it worse. But drink more water as a form of self-care. You have the gift of clairsentience. Your enemy's playing backfire. It's time to start dating again for somebody. Throat chakra cleanse. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self? You have the gift of clairvoyance. Your ancestors are very proud of you. Prepare for an increase in pay. You are protected by angels. Don't cast your pearls before swine. You know, new love awaits. You are the gift. You have the gift of precognition. This is foreknowledge, right? So again, having the gift of foreknowledge, this is going to help somebody generationally. So if you have kids and your kids now know what you know and you try to tell them, they have the foreknowledge of being able to tell their kids. And you have the backup, you're the backup if you're still alive, to say, listen, these are family members you don't want to deal with. Not their kids, because their kids been told such and such a thing. You're not trying to sound negative, because sometimes kids go out there and still try to find out stuff on their own. But just like, listen, if you want to know something, ask you directly before you get caught up with certain people. Some people will listen to that, and some people go get burned before they find out. So healed people just move differently. Healed people just move differently. So yeah, you will definitely be putting on the armor after you hears what comes back to you and what people say. Some family members did not want y'all to have a piece of pie or something. They were creating some kind of confusion. So messages from your ancestors, they want the best for you, but more money is coming your way. And, you know, like I said, you have the gift of telepathy. And don't give yourselves a headache over it, but speak some things into existence. But yeah, put together your gratitude list. Put together your gratitude list. You being a water sign, some gemstones and crystals for you all are going to be coral, carnelian. This is carnelian here. And we do have gemstones and crystals for those of you all who want to purchase some. Moonstone. Well, this is a clear stone, but this is a moonstone here. This is what moonstone looks like. The main focus for the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, is emotions and intimacy. So the fact that you and somebody had intimacy, like, and I'm not talking about sex, we're talking about like had close, intimate conversations where they felt safe with you. That lets you know that, okay, you felt what they were feeling. Like you could feel what they were going through. So if they were sick, whether they were thousands and millions of miles away, you felt what they were going through. When they were happy, you felt what they were going through. You were praying for them. When you were near water, you kind of picked up on whether they were happy, sad. That's why I keep talking about cleansed by your element, because you were picking up on something that they were going through. Water connects us with joy, creativity, adaptability, sensuality, fertility, emotional range, sexuality. So if you have bonded over certain songs that y'all listen to, when they listen to those songs, they remembered you. I mean, whatever it is, if y'all used to paint together, they remembered you during that time. It was that special bond that they had with nobody else. Whoever these energies are, it can be a sibling. When they think about like certain jokes y'all shared when y'all were kids, that's what they bonded over. The source knew how to get the message through to them. So something is happening again with you and somebody. So count those blessings. Put those, write those down, right? To speak it into existence. But don't give yourselves a headache over what some people tried to do, because y'all will be cutting them off for life. They don't even exist anymore. They do not exist anymore. They leave them in there because they're about to have a backdraft. They're about to have a backdraft, right? Yeah. They're about to have a backdraft. About to have a backdraft. Journal. some of your some of them are in karmic relationships right now. And that's why you saw that particular card. Some of them are in karmic relationships right now, where it's their way or the highway. And meaning, and unfortunately, it's not something that you even pray. That's not even something that you. And this is their karma coming back to them, like because of what they did to you to try to harm you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Some of them are in karmic relationships where they're in survival mode. They're in survival mode. They can't leave the relationship at all. For whatever reason, they cannot leave the relationship. So peace. Waves of peace are washing over my body. I find stillness in the eye of the storm. I am stronger than my circumstances. I release all feelings of anxiety. I am free from overwhelm. Today I smile because I'm alive. I am blessed to be here now. All is well and I am healing. And I said misery loves company. So they figure, okay, Pisces is doing great. Pisces is happy, smiling, filled with glee. You know, you believing in yourself, believing in your dreams, you dreaming bigger. Look at you. Look at life is coming up roses for you. You're creating a new tradition, boundaries. Misery loves company. Need some of your family members. Got a hold of some of your kids that just, like I said before, they inquisitive, they want answers to things. They couldn't wait. Could not wait. So Source is saying to you, but it didn't work out the way they thought it was going to work out. So Source is actually, your prayers were actually, and your prayers are being answered right now. So believe in the impossible. Speak it into existence. No negative conversation at all. Keep it high vibrational. Keep it high vibrational. Like I'm telling you, some of y'all family members are miserable. And misery loves company. Keep your vibrations high because your prayers are being answered. Don't look at the time from when I've been waiting. Just be thankful. Stay in a posture of gratitude. Stay in a posture of gratitude. Stay in a posture of gratitude. Because it's going to take that one last time they're going to say something negative. Somebody going to say they're going to watch a video or something. They're going to hear me say in the video or somebody else say they talk negative to you. Just kindly, politely gather your things and walk right on out of their lives. And go back to where you felt most nurtured and most cared for. And that's when your phone is going to ring. That's when you're going to hear a knock on your door. They're going to say, you know what? You told the truth. I felt most nurtured with you. So get grounded. Get grounded and stay in a posture of forgiveness. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Your family been lying on you for so long, but here you are living with joy, dignity, and courage. And keep it that way. That's what I have for you all. Thank you for joining me. Here are the questions for the moon in Sagittarius. So yeah, so moon in Sagittarius, again, it brings hope, it brings new ideas, it brings big dreams, a mix of fun and determination. The first question is, what is your heart yearning to learn and do? Second question is, where do you want to be in 5 to 10 years? Third question is, what are your main challenges on your path to your envisioned future? Fourth is, are there ways to solidify your foundation for taking off, perhaps saving money so you can leave your job or learning a new skill? And then last but not least is, are you on your path? Are you on your path? I think we have the, see what the number, somebody was definitely trying to create some kind of a nightmare and then trying to make somebody feel bad about it. You know, because this is, 33, and trying to make somebody feel bad about talking about you and talking about them, basically trying to ruin your legacy. Oh, they just like their Pisces mother or dad or whatever, just negative. Any positive changes or projects that you are considering right now will be worth your while. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. But I think people keep forgetting that you all are ruled by Jupiter, the planet of good luck and good fortune and expansion, right? So it's not turning out the way they thought it was going to turn out. It may have for a short period of time where they can talk about that short window. But once you and somebody go behind closed doors and decide we closing this thing out airtight, it's going to break every spell and send back all that negative. That it's going to literally be a backdraft, and people are going to be falling on their own sword. They won't have access to you and somebody's blessing, you and your kids' blessing. None of those things, none of it. They will be completely cut out of your legacy. So that is what I have for you all. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.